So my plan A really is to get a Grizzlebrand out and combo out where you get the Children of Corliss and start just drawing your whole deck, get a Lab Maniac and win on that turn. Second plan would be getting a Merit Lodge. That's kind of why I took out from the initial deck list that I had. I took out one of the Vampire Hex Mages for another. I think it was another Thoughtseize. Or no, it was this. I think it might have been the second Mox Diamond. That's kind of our plan B, and really plan C would just be like kind of beat down. If they have any kind of if they're like a Caracas deck, we can bring in Grave Titan. There's probably some upgrades we could do with recent printings. I haven't seen. I haven't really put any thought into upgrading it with any kind of recent printings. I was thinking. I don't know if Endurance is really necessary. We don't really have many green cards, so that I don't think that would really be a thing. But that's just the first thing that came to mind that I would possibly think of to tutor with Living Wish. But I think we're going to be faster than
most decks
than a lot of decks.
You know what I really like? How cute it is that we can actually use Grizzlebrand, and then we draw our entire deck with Children, right? And then eventually we just get Lab Maniac, and we don't even need to attack. Like there might actually be games where we just attack because we get Exhume Grizzlebrand, and that's just like how it works out. But sometimes, or I guess in a lot of cases, even you especially when you go for Shallow Grave, you get this guy down. You draw 7 cards, you attack. You pay another 7, you find Children, you draw like 14 or something. It's absolutely absurd, right? Because
it gets crazy.
Each additional Grizzlebrand activation makes Children more potent. Like it also works with, I guess, Thoughtseizes, or if you like Crack of Fetchland on your combo turn. Those are probably like the other things you can add to it. So
I sometimes feel bad when I play this in paper with people because my turns can take so long. Like I actually apologize to them. I'm like, sorry, man, I'm just going through the ropes, or I'm going through my my procedure.
So how do you actually keep track of the life lost, like the total life lost? Because that's something people sometimes like ask about in paper, when there's uncertainty about how much life you've lost. Do you like write it down or something?
I always write it down. I can't do it mentally. I have to write it down. Anytime I play in paper, I don't use the the life counter app or anything. I have to write it down in pencil with this deck.
Yeah, I guess especially if you write it down, you can also like count how often during this turn like -7 was applied to your life total or something.
Yeah. So it takes some time, but I have to be very diligent on that because I don't want to run into a situation where the player goes, "Oh, what do you mean you didn't lose that much life?" and then like call a judge, and the judge is like, "Well, I didn't see the game."
So, Hackbart, hey, how's it going, man? He brings something up. What's going on with the name? Like, I kind of know the backstory. Do you know it?
I think it was a movie that the deck list was named off of. I haven't seen it. So I don't know much beyond that, but I believe it's a movie.
So there's 2 things. There's the movie from the 60s, like, let me lie, like 1963 or 1969, I don't remember. Like I actually looked it up in preparation for the stream. But I think it's not named after the movie. It's, there's like an animated TV series called C-Lab. Yeah, Hackbart brings it up as well. And that one is also called Ice Station Zebra. But I don't know what the TV series is about, but I do know that the name Tin Fins also comes from that TV series, because there's something
from C-Lab.
Yeah.
2020?
Is C-Lab like...
I think it's called C-Lab or 2050 or something like that.
Oh, is that actually like a known thing? Because I've never heard about it.
2021. That's a very funny show, actually. I used to see that.
Apparently it was the pilot episode. Ice Station Zebra is the pilot episode of C-Lab. I just googled it and I have no idea, but I'm gonna take your word from it. And we're playing it in the year 2021, so this is C-Lab 2021 and we're playing Ice Station Zebra. That's perfect.
Come to fruition.
Yeah. Captain JVA, yeah, there's no Tendrils in this one. This is a lot more Ice Station Zebra and not Tin Fins. Like with Tin Fins, you can sometimes do stuff like put an Emrakul in and Tendrils. And interestingly, with Tin Fins, you can actually go infinite by continuously casting Caber Therapy on yourself and reshuffling your deck and then drawing everything again with Children and stuff. But yeah, this is Ice Station Zebra, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. In the sideboard, it looks pretty straightforward, right? We got our targets for Living Wish, including like the 3 combo lands, and Caracas helps. And then more generic stuff against Graveyard Hosers. Silent Gravestone especially should be really good, I would think.
That's really good because none of our reanimation targets.
Oh, that's so nice.
That gets around that.
we already got a comment on Twitter as well. This deck is such a wild ride. I love playing it, says Simon Ulik. So let's try that out. I'm really excited for this. I also made sure to always get like all the best artwork for every single one of them. Legacy Showcase Challenge. Oh, this weekend? Okay, cool. It's been a while. Let's see what we can do here. Hey, Jasper. Still no trophy for me this season. What's going on, dude? Whoa.
You gonna do elves soon?
Maybe. Like I'm. I think I told you. Yeah. To my stream. Oh, and I know exactly what happened. So maybe it's the same exact. Won't be able to hear me, I think. But we're gonna be back. Right now on my end, it's just black screen. But yeah,
Screen is it's back now. Well, it keeps flashing.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
It just goes. Need flicker was.
Oh, it's switching between screens? Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing is... should eventually give up on that. You know what? I might just reboot the stream. Yeah, I think that's... So I'm gonna be... Epilepsy warning. Okay. I have to once again switch the screen. Okay, now we got it. Okay. I'm sorry for the super long delay. Hello everyone, this is Kevin and Julian. We are streaming Ice Station Zebra, the most excellently named deck in Legacy tonight. We had some technical glitches, so we're gonna very quickly go over the deck list. This deck is a mishmash between Reanimator, not really Storm anymore, even more like Doomsday. We're gonna try to draw an entire deck, then get Laboratory Maniac down. And when all of that fails, we got Dark Depth, we got Thespian
We get a 2020.
Stage. Yeah.
When all else fails, we get a 2020 Indestructible.
Yeah, we you know, we have like a box that says, in case of emergency, crack for 2020, and
break
that's
glass.
That's what we're gonna do. So this hand, is this hand good? Do we like this hand?
Oh, switch back to the game. I just see the deck list right now. I wouldn't keep this one. I mean, it's really not doing anything. We want to be faster than this. Like, we really are looking for like a turn 2, at least pretty close to. Actually, wait, no, we have her Entomb. Okay, yeah, keep this one.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this.
Sorry, I didn't see the Entomb.
I even choose the best artwork, man. Hey, we have Mark in chat as well. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Oh, Mark, yeah. Everybody donate $10, then you can hear me. That's going to be the future of streaming. So, I guess, dude, how do you usually go about this? I guess it would make sense to try and Thoughtseize them, right?
Yeah, I would Thoughtseize against a blue deck first.
Okay, let's see where that's going to get us. Oh, okay. We should have a really good matchup against this, right? There's not too much they can do. Do we even need to take the Swords to Plowshares, or can we actually take the Ponder to make it less likely for them to find a force? Is that too greedy? Or we just take the Sword?
You know, the bane of this deck when I play against my friends is he always swords is everything. But really, if we're going the Grizzlebrand route, then that's not that big of a deal. Because we're just going to draw 14 anyways.
Yeah.
So I would take the Ponder.
Okay, let's take the Ponder. And I guess there's no need to play the LED yet. You don't really have a use for Storm Count though, right?
No, I would play... maybe not give it up yet, what we are.
It also makes sense not to expose it to something like, you know, what's pending? P ending? Prismatic ending?
Yeah.
So they played the land we knew about. So we are not in danger of ever being wastelanded against them, right? So Mox Diamond doesn't really do anything for us. We could just like play the land, and then on their turn go for the Entomb.
Yeah, I would just play out the land.
Yeah. I guess something that's cute that you can do with the deck later on is you go Entomb for Unburial Rites, and then you can even cast it using LED. Oh, that's actually... Oh, I remember my friend Yigit, from Turkey, living in Beijing. He told me about this. He told me that the main reason why he likes it is so that you can like do Entomb, like Dark Ritual, Entomb, Exhume, LED, and still do something. Oh, woo! There's Wasteland. Okay, that's unexpected. That's actually quite unexpected. Since when does the Anorak deck start playing Wasteland? Does Anorak have like a one of Wasteland or something? I wasn't aware of that. It's gonna be okay though. I guess we're just gonna draw a land. Or a Lotus Petal.
Or Dark Ritual.
Yeah. So... Do we... So you got more experience than I do with this. Do we Shallow Grave the Grizzlebrand, or do we Exhume it?
And in this case, since we know their hand, I would Shallow Grave it so we get the attack. We could probably get the win from that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they also have Swords to Plowshares, right? So we're kind of playing around that. Sweet. And I guess we're safe to attack and then do our thing.
Yeah, I would just attack.
I mean, there's no chance to like we're getting a second Grizzlebrand or something. That would be bad. Okay, oh wait. Easy. You get Grizzle Daddy down. Big evil demon, and then you get there.
They're like, don't even bother
Yeah.
doing all that stuff.
So what is that graveyard hate gonna look like? And what do we even have to bring in? Like, these are our main sideboard cards, and then this is potentially stuff we bring in, like Grave Titan maybe.
I honestly, I just always bring in the Silent Gravestones post board. Pithing Needles might be nice against the Wastelands.
Yep.
So if we bring in like those 5, I wouldn't even bring in the Grave Titan really.
The thing is,
I'd just leave that a wish target.
I would guess that they might only play one single Wasteland. Like, if this is really the 4-color Anorak deck, then it might be like a one-off tactical Wasteland, but not something that their strategy revolves around. That's what I would guess.
Okay. Yeah, then just the Gravestones would be pretty much all we'd need. So taking out, I'd probably take out
like an LED or something.
Maybe even like an Unmask.
Really? Oh. Like, I would guess that this is like really super grindy. Like, this is just, we're slowly grinding them into the ground, maybe even combo several times and eventually stick one of them, one of the attempts. So
we can always take out a land too.
I'd rather take out LED. I think LED might be the weakest card in the matchup. I could be wrong, but LED is really
since they have forces for the Unburial Rights, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think LED shines more in the matchups, you know, stuff like Maverick or like where you know they can't really interfere with you. So I could see like taking out 2 of those, and then it's not too much, like maybe even, yeah, actually maybe a Mox Diamond, because if the matchup becomes like rather grindy, and then we'd rather not have too much stuff that can, yeah, I guess they're gonna Prismatic Ending Gravestone anyway, assuming they even keep it in the first place. So let's try that. Yes, by suggesting like cutting the Dark Depth combo. I don't hate that, but the thing is, like, these decks, they usually don't play Ice Fang Codals or Bayford Strixes right now. So it's much easier to connect, and they can't like jump block and stuff. Rights is a number with Gravestone. Oh, that's good. That's a good point. Well, too late. So what I'm seeing here
Gravestone?
is, huh?
What was a number with Gravestone?
Unburial Rights, because it targets, right?
Oh yeah, that is the only one that targets.
That's the only one. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here right now is something like a Loyal Retainer's Hand, right? Like, the only other option,
if we can get rid of that Grizzle.
Yeah, the only other option I see is like if we went like super slow on Dark Depth and Thespian stage, that could work. The risk you're running with the Retainers is, of course, I think you have to get to activate only during your turn before attackers. Oh, okay, so we can do it right away. Never mind, it's been over 10 years since I've activated this. So yeah, this is it's not the greatest hand, but I think it's very playable, especially on the draw.
Yeah, I think this is playable. I expect this game to go a bit longer.
So do we just run out the Gravestone now? Probably,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. And we can actually cycle it for 4 mana, right? Draw a card, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if it comes to it, we could actually stop an Uro or something.
And if they force this, that's like, I'm actually okay with that.
Oh yeah, good point in chat, by the way. We can't use Loyal Retainers when we have Gravestone, so we probably have to do something else then. So let's see what they're up to. Let's see what we have.
It's been a few months since I played this. I'm also kind of brushing. I'm kind of getting more used to it again.
Okay, that hand pretty much sucks. That hand really is bad. Like, I almost want to take the Brainstorm, even though we probably should take the Force of Negation, but I want to take the Brainstorm. I don't know, man. We still have to beat the Force of Negation, but like, Force of Negation can't even. Well, there's not really.
We could just bait the Force with the Living Wish since we have a second one. I would take the Brainstorm.
If they even use it, yeah. Maybe our plan right now is actually to go Dark Depth and Vampire Hexmage. Maybe that's actually where we want to be. I don't hate that. Like, next turn, draw a land, get Dark Depth. Yeah, actually that sounds really, really appealing. Entomb doesn't really do anything for us, right? So let's get the Dark Depth here.
Well, we could always just. Oh yeah, let's get the Dark Depth.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could just entomb our Unburial Rites in case we draw an LED, because we only took out 2, right?
Yeah, but there's the gravestone, right? That's the thing.
Oh yeah, for the Unburial, duh.
Okay, so they get Misty Rainforest down. I mean, right now, we don't need all of this stuff to resolve. As soon as we find something like Exhume, it's also gonna be okay. Okay. But we still need more mana to eventually cast the Hex Mage, so eventually we still need to find an extra land, I guess. For now, this looks okay. When I first put the decklist in, the list you sent me had Urborg, not Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. So I actually, you know, I got that Fallen Empire's land. So we would have been able to, I think it removes like Swamp Walk or, oh god, they have Wasteland. I think it
that would
removes
have been epic.
Swamp Walk or First Strike from a creature. We even drew it. Would have been nice, but we lost our both Living Wishes by now. So, not too much we can really do. This guy is annoying. And so is Expressive Iteration.
Cool printing.
Yeah, that card is really powerful. Okay, you were actually right, by the way. They have more than one Wasteland. That's quite annoying. But we're still in the game, you know? We just gotta find one of our enablers, even though they have so many extra cards now. They might just be able to get there. I think we also need to cast Entomb on their turn now. So in case we draw what we need, we can do both. Library, okay. It's still gonna be annoying because Shadowgrave really isn't gonna do much for us if we can't get rid of this. By the way, this deck can't get rid of permanents on the other side, right? From what I've seen.
Yeah, there's like decays. I used to run a couple decays, but I've kind of stepped away from that. Maybe it should at least have 2.
Okay, so we can Shallow Grave them if it's actually gonna resolve. They might have actually played that chop, I'm not sure. We can Shallow Grave them. I guess that's we could like, no, we can't even Shallow Grave and get the money, quote unquote money back, because we can't play Shallow Grave and Children. I don't think there's gonna be days. I'm really not sure whether we should even Shallow Grave here. Like, I'd rather have the Children and play when we Shallow Grave. But that's...
Would wait.
That's probably, like, too much to ask. The thing is, like, I'm not sure how we actually win this game from here. Oh, we can also get rid of this, by the way, by paying 4 life. Yeah, we could cast Shallow Grave on their end of turn. Don't hate that. What does it say? It comes back. Except at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, actually, you know what? I like that quite a bit. So we Shadow Grave on their turn. And the best thing is, if they cast something on their turn, then we can safely Shadow Grave at the end of their turn, because they already cast a spell. Actually, that's really cool.
I mean, we missed the attack, which kind of buys us a bit more time, and
but we don't really miss the attack, right? Because we still get it next turn.
Isn't it the exile at the end of the next end step?
Yeah. So we get it in on their end of turn.
On their end of turn. Okay.
Yeah. That way we still get to play, for example, Children. The other thing we could technically do is we could play this on their attack when they attack with this, and then we block with Grizzlebrand. That of course gives them the option to force this if they haven't played anything pre-combat. And also it doesn't make Grizzlebrand stick around. On the upside, we still get to draw 7 cards, and that could be good enough. I also don't hate that. But yeah,
But then we go down to 1.
Yeah, but that's okay, right?
Well, yeah, if we can take out the
Canonist. That's
the Canonist.
The thing is, like, I'm not really... I don't think we can win through the Canonist unless we draw the Dark Depth combo. And that's gonna be So the middle of the road plan right now is get this into play at their end of turn. Then on our turn, play attack with this, draw 7 or 47 or 14, actually 14, and also use the children to regain those 14 lives, so we're back to 15, and then we can draw another 7. Maybe that's actually better. I mean, that way we still don't beat the Canonist, but we're like on a reasonable life total. But if they play something pre-combat, I could very well... Okay, that's probably...
I would rather take out the Canonist if we can.
Yeah, especially since they brainstormed now, because now this is guaranteed to resolve pretty much. I'm not sure if they're gonna attack. Oh, they are attacking, okay. They played the brainstorm.
Yeah, let's kill that.
Yeah, I think that could be good.
I love Shallow Grave.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, had we waited until the end step, we actually could have only drawn 7 cards because we go down to 6 on the attack here. So now we're gonna eat this. Oh, we're also gaining 7 life this way. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm loving this. Opponent, you can't do anything. You can't play a spell. No, wait. Oh, of course they can play a spell. We just removed the Canonist. But okay, it's still gonna be good. It's still gonna be good. More brainstorm, more stuff.
Are you thinking draw 14 here?
We will see. I think they can actually play Swords to Plowshares now if they want to, and if they do it, we will probably draw 14 in response, I would think. But there's no reason for them to play Swords to Plowshares. That would be like the biggest waste of a card ever. Yeah, they shouldn't. So let's draw 7 and then see before we make another decision. So... Grizzlebrand gets exiled afterwards, right? Exiled at the beginning. Yeah, okay. So we still have 1 in hand that we can get into the graveyard using... Oh, dude, we got so much stuff to do next turn. But we can't attack with it next turn.
Set.
Yeah, we're really set. But also only kinda. Also, we still can't do it. I keep forgetting about the gravestone. But we can use the Axiom. I'm just like trying to figure out whether I want to draw another 7 here. Because right now what we can do next turn is get Grizzlebrand into play.
Well, wouldn't we have enough since we have the Lotus Petal to Dark Ritual? We could cycle the Gravestone. So we could unmask, we could cycle the Gravestone, and I think we have enough mana to Unburial Rites.
But do we want to Unburial Rites? I mean, Axiom makes it so that they get their Canonist back, which is quite annoying, right?
Oh, very true, very true, very true.
So you have a point to, about Unburial Rites maybe being what we want to do. Just like trying to figure out. So next turn we got 1, 2, 3, plus 2, 5, 8 mana, and Unmask is free. 8 mana. Put this into the graveyard. Unburial. 8 mana minus 4 is 4. Then we can do Unmask. Cycle this, Unburial Rites, Grizzlebrand into play. That's awkward though, because if they remove it, then we probably want to draw 7 in response anyway, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just drawing another 7. Like they haven't shown, or maybe I just can't believe, like, I'm already surprised at the second Wasteland. Maybe they brought it in or something. I just don't see them having, like, after everything we've seen and everything we know about the metagame and how these decks are being built, like, I can't see Lightning Bolt in the deck. I wouldn't mind drawing another 7, just so to see whether we can finish it next turn. Is that okay? Can I draw 7? I want to draw 7.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, that didn't do too much for us, I guess.
Do you want to just play out the children?
Oh, we can't. It's their turn.
Oh, it's their turn. Sorry.
Okay, so what are we gonna do with this? You know what? We could just start by unmasking them and seeing what we're up against. What are we fighting against, actually? So they have... Ooh. They got a Force. that we can't like remove, so that's awkward. So maybe we actually go down the Dark Depth path now, because everything else doesn't matter too much. And if they go like swords, Snapcaster swords, we really have to grind that out. Dude, that's... This game is going to be quite the grind. I think we shouldn't try to beat the forces. We should really only worry about the Snapcaster and Swords to Plowshares. Maybe we should even take the Snapcaster, because it can also like flashback something that gives them business, and it also can beat down, which could be an issue since we're at 1 life. I really don't hate taking Snapcaster Mage, because we can't really attack with Grizzlebrand this turn anyways. Oh, actually, no, wait. The Snapcaster gets stopped by the Silent Gravestone, so maybe we shouldn't just like... It's still a creature, though. So Snapcaster is turned off as long as we have Gravestone, but it's still a creature. Dude, this is so deep.
We need a blocker.
That's not something... Yeah, well... Yes. Dame GG, by the way. Thanks. 39 months on Glimpse Chain. Can't believe it. Thank you for your support. I think we really should take the swords, because the Snapcaster we can hopefully somehow beat. But let's...
Yeah, take the swords.
Let's take this one. And
like if we play out Hex Mage...
actually, yeah,
they kind of...
They have to force it, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Just trying... Yeah, you know what? We could... Yeah. Okay, there's like 10,000 things I want to say, but I guess we don't have enough time because we're down to 9 minutes. But I think that makes sense. Let's try this first. You can also like exhume Hex Mage into play and stuff. But maybe they're not even gonna like fight. Yeah, they didn't even fight over this. That's perfect. So now we get this down. We're definitely not gonna exhume, because that gives them a creature. Guess we can put the children into play as an additional thing, just in case. LED is fine. Another one. So yeah, I'm just like trying to figure out whether there's any value in Axiom, but it's kind of like we can... I guess if we Axiom, they just force it, and then we lose our entire... Yeah, that's probably bad. Maybe... Yeah, Hackbart, I think that's not what we should do. Because then we lose our entire hand, and then all of a sudden they can actually start using their forces. I think I don't mind just making the token right now.
Yeah, I would just make it.
And then we have to discard at end of turn, which is kind of nice, because we can actually discard Grizzlebrand. There's even a world where we might at some point get to hardcast Grizzlebrand. Lol. but not right now. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I don't hate where we are. Opponent didn't take an extra card though. That scares me. Yeah, Snapcaster Mage can't do anything. Maybe the opponent missed it. I mean, I certainly initially missed it. They played this one, so we know about they have 2 forces and an unknown card in hand. The only thing that's... Actually, no, it's not scary. Because if they were to stop Marred Large, they need a card for that, and the card can probably only be reasonably like Swords to Plowshares, maybe. And then we are in okay shape if that happens. Maybe they got a flyer. They have like a flyer and a removal for children, that would be a problem. Oh, dress down. Ooh. Is there anything we can do about that? Probably not. I mean, at least we trade. Dress down is really good against this, I guess. You know, dress down is probably like really good against what's it called? Wait, shouldn't this have died? Oh, it's still at 2020. Oh god, there's so much stuff going on here. So how about Thespian stage now? I almost... We could also... Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. We could still Axiom and then put Vampire X-Mage into play and put Dark Depth down, and then if something happens to this...
We gotta back up.
Yeah, it's the only thing is they get Canonist, but I'm not even so sure whether Canonist does all that much.
I don't hate that.
You wanna try it? You could also get Grizzlebrand. I mean, maybe that's just better. Maybe this is getting too cute, but let's try. I'm not even sure they wanna get Canonist now that I think about it. Like, if they got nothing, they might even just like not wanna get it and instead like run a couple of cantrips. Oh yeah, and they make it easy for us. They just force it. Probably be pitching force. Okay. So in that case, let's get this one down. And at this point, probably even like the second gravestone, just so they can't like prismatic ending it and then get like another snapcast damage or something. This is scary. Yeah, Flare Glutex, exactly. The only thing that worries me a little bit is our life total, but there's probably not too much they can do. Oh, they're down to 3 life? Okay. Opponent's probably going to cast Ponder next. Or Brainstorm. Okay, Uro. Uro is fair. Taking another card deeper. Fun enough, if we used both LEDs... Oh, that's a good one. So if we use both LEDs, we could actually stop their Uro from coming back now. I'm just not sure that's good. So what can we actually do? So they are probably gonna get Uro into play on this turn. Do they have the mana like double green, double blue? And then on our turn, we can put Dark Depth into play, make an... Actually, that doesn't help us. Oh, we have to beat Karakas as well. That's gonna be so hard. So how do we win here? And Burial Rites doesn't do anything. Lesbian Stage. Oh, okay, so you have more experience. How do we beat this?
Yeah,
without...
this is tough.
They're only down to 6, so we need to catch them with this tapped, which we basically have them at, and we need.
I think we need to draw like a Living Wish and cycle AD on the stack and get a Grave Titan.
Okay, that could be something. What I was thinking is we need to draw Shallow Grave here, because then we can kill them, because this one's gonna be tapped.
That works too.
Yeah, Hexmage Beats is what we could do, but the thing is, if we don't cycle the Gravestone now, they can get Uro, because they have the mana for it. And I think... Guys, I know that we can do that. The thing is, if we want to do that, we have to cycle Gravestone now, which means we're losing our hand. And I think we have to. I'm just like trying to get some confirmation, some backup about that we should do. I guess we just do it. Does not... I mean, we still draw a card after all. We also lose our graveyard.
Let's do it. Our hand's not really doing much right now.
Yeah. I mean, we're drawing a card, and then we're gonna draw a card for the turn, so it's probably... Oh, see, Living Wish is probably like... It's not bad. Okay. Attack a couple of times with children. Actually, Living Wish helps us get... Oh yeah, actually, Living Wish is smart. So...
Come on, children.
Should we get more children?
Dude, if we win on just children, that'll be funny.
I won the finals of the... I lost the finals in Game 5 of the Legacy Mediocre League to Caleb Jovold using children to beat me. It was the last creature in the stack. Yeah. Maniac doesn't do anything. Well, we can't cast children. Stage, no. Caracas. I guess it's just Hexmage for the beatdown, right? I mean, we can't use the land, so we can't... Do we like get Rec Sage and Rec the 7 Library next turn? That's basically the same as Hexmage, right? I mean, Hexmage is better at blocking.
Probably be better. I think Sage would be better.
Let's do that. It's awkward, but it might work.
We have the technology.
Oh yeah, if it comes to a third game, I have to play ultra fast. We only have like 3 minutes 50. The downside is opponent can find infinite cards that do something here. Like the most annoying one would be, well, okay, yeah, this one. I was gonna say expressive iteration, but this one's a real problem as well. So after sideboarding, I think we bring in 2 needles, right?
Yeah, I would definitely bring the needles in.
Okay.
Since they seem to always have their wastelands.
Yeah.
And I guess we could always put it on Caracas.
Yeah, definitely.
Too.
Definitely on Caracas. Oh, hardcast force, okay. Oh dude, this is so annoying, like, to figure out. We probably should attack Chase. But yeah. The Silent Gravestones actually got us pretty good. So we probably should take them out again. I mean, they shut down the Snapcaster Mage, but shutting down the Imperial Rights was quite annoying. On the other hand, that's the only thing that shuts down on our hand. Are you taking some cocaine over there?
Oh no, I was taking a shot of tequila with some lime.
Ah, okay. That's what I would say.
Sorry.
You know what? I think we should actually concede here because they have Uro going now, they have Chase, and we need to preserve some time.
Yeah, we need time.
Okay, we get pretty close.
That was a good game.
Yeah, definitely. There's probably like 10 or 20 different ways you could have played that differently. That makes it so interesting, right? That's also like why I like this deck. Part of like playing the deck well is understanding like which routes you should go for and what you can and what you can't beat. And I'm very bad at that right now.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty on this myself.
So
I haven't got a ton of games with this lately.
I would do something like this, and so the Grave Titan you never really hardcast, right? Is that something you Living Wish for usually when you need it?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really hardcasted it, especially since we're not playing like Lake of the Dead.
Slot, by the way, leave them on 4 to win library misclick. That's actually something I was thinking about the moment I attacked them down to 3. Anything else? So these are the other ones we took out. Like, especially when they have so many forces, I think we can't really go for anything super quick, so LED is so-and-so. I guess LED works with the Imperial Rights, kinda. What if we take out another Gravestone and go for LED like this? I don't hate that. But let's try that.
Yeah, third LED.
Let's totally get blown out by Surgical now.
Maybe since they saw so many Silent Gravestones, they gave up on that plan.
Maybe. We're gonna trick them. Afterwards, we're gonna be like a mono green beatdown deck or something. Okay. This is awkward, but it has potential. That's not. It's so like it can. I think we should keep it and just try to see. Like, there's so many things you can draw that are gonna enable either of the combos.
Yeah, I would keep this.
Let's see. Maybe they forced this. That, the best, like, Thoughtseize gets forced a lot more these days because the power level of cards is so much higher. Yeah, see, it actually happened. Probably don't need to get the Thespian stage out because in order to do it like turn 3, we need Urbog and Dark Depth, and we have neither of those. And turn 3 is already 1 draw away. Yes, we expose it now. It doesn't feel great, but it's okay. Chat is mentioning cocaine tequila. Is that a thing?
Probably in a like
somewhere in another country, far away.
Like Colombia or something.
Wait, did the opponent actually miss a land drop, by the way? Oh, they can still make a land drop for the turn, okay. But even then, they missed a land drop. Oh, that's good. But on the other hand, they have 7. You know, when they miss land drops, it feels good. But then you look at their hand total, and they're like, oh, we have 7 cards. You're like, I don't want you to miss land drops. Actually, make land drops. Make land drops.
Yeah, don't have all the forces in the world.
Okay, this is gonna be good because they can't hardcast force this, and we can hardcast force this on them. Like, somebody would probably make a case to like keep it in case we draw Grizzlebrand, but I'd much rather do this. Because we're actually hardcasting Grizzlebrand anyway if you draw it. Dude.
Oh my god.
Let's gaze into the abyss.
Oh my god.
They don't have white mana, that's the upside. Snapcaster still works with Surgical, even if we take Surgical, that's annoying. I guess we are very much committed to the Thespian stage plan or grinding. Oh, dude, we have to really hurry. Oh, damn. Maybe this one, okay. Let's totally grind them out, like super hard. Actually, they do have white mana, what am I talking about?
Yeah, I was thinking for a second.
It's like, what is Julian talking about? They don't
I was
have
like,
white
is
mana.
there something I'm missing?
Yeah. Okay, oh god, this is the perfect card. Okay.
That's a bad hand to play against.
Yeah, very much. Grind the Mountain 140, easy game. Actually, we could have made... yeah. Like, the idea was to do this, but now that I think about it, might have been actually better to do it the other way. Griselbrand. You know, now I actually wish we had Gravetide in the deck. Okay, the slow grind continues. Not even sure why I did that. Because now they can search this, but yeah, okay. We have to hurry. Oh, I could have actually Shadow Graved in response. Oh no, I couldn't because I have this. So many things going on. Okay, anyway. We're gonna take something, and that something is gonna be... Oh my god. Oh, I guess we're gonna take Chase.
We might just get a Dark Depths and win one fall swoop. Well, I guess they got 2 swords, so maybe not.
Right now, we need to make 4 tokens before one of them actually gets to connect. And then they can still dress down.
And they got a library.
Okay. Guess we get the Schnappcaster and pass. For a second I was like, maybe you can time them out if you play really fast. Yeah, well, making up like 12 minutes difference. Okay, this is gonna make it really hard now. Can we Shallowgrave their Uro? No, we can't. Shallowgrave Uro, that's gonna be the future. The future of Magic. Unless it escaped. Okay. Wait, it's our turn again? That was too quick. They didn't even attack. I think they actually skipped their turn, but we didn't really benefit.
They're trying to just make us time out.
Yeah, I think they tried to play really fast, but then they drove their car so fast, they totally missed where they wanted to go, so they have to drive another lap around the city.
Missed their exit.
Entomb. Actually, you're gonna do this. They still have to dress down though, but it's okay. Oh no, we don't have Grizzlebrands anymore. They removed all of them. Wait, they still force this? Okay. What the fuck is going on? Wait, and they're down to... Oh, the swords is a double. Okay. Yeah, we can't really win this in 40 seconds. We probably also can't win this in 10 minutes. You know what they should put on Marut Larch? They should have given her hexproof. Is that too much to ask for? Like, they already gave her indestructible. I would actually, like, I would trade indestructible for hexproof. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, same. Let's send an email to Wizards today.
Oh, dude, we're gonna give them all the best suggestions.
Yeah, this is too much.
Yeah. Oof, but we won the first game. Oh. So let's see.
That's always a kind of tough, like a 4 swords deck. That's kind of tough.
4 swords, 8 forces, Caracas, surgical, dress down. Yeah. The thing is, like, about these 4-color decks, they usually have a harder time against most combo decks in the first game, but it gets a lot better for them in the second and third game. That's just like the nature of the beast, right? They have a lot of cards that don't really do much against us in the first game, but then they get to really adjust in the second and the third game, and we didn't really have too much to actually bring in here. Funny enough, the Canonist was nearly as devastating.
What's that? It wasn't nearly as devastating.
The Canonist. Like, I thought the Canonist would be like super annoying, but actually we can work around it pretty well since our reanimation is instant speed.
Yeah, I don't mind it all that much. Like, it's a little irritating, but it doesn't just destroy us.
Oh, this hand. So we Thoughtseize ourselves in the first turn and Shadowgrave the Griselbrand into play, right? And we didn't come here not to do that, right?
Yeah, we have to do that.
Opponent might against the 6. Basically already dead.
Oh no, the Jeweled Lotus deck.
It might be it. No, it's a forest. Ooh, exploration. Yeah, that's not beating us. I say that until they play, like, I don't know, something that does beat us. Okay.
Main deck surgicals.
Okay, here we go. Dark Ritual. Thoughtseize ourselves. This is so awkward. Should we actually like float No, actually it doesn't make sense because we want to attack with Griselbrand first. Yeah, they could have Bojuka Bog. If they have crop rotation, but I mean, just don't. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
3 cards in hand on the other side. They have conceded. Well, they didn't even see what we were actually up to. They might
I think they know the game.
Yeah.
I think they know what's going on.
You think we're not the only one to try to harness the power of Griselbrand? They've seen this before.
This movie has been played before.
So I would guess Pithing Needles, just so we can switch off something like Maze of Ith, which could be quite annoying if you want to get in there with Griselbrand. Like, it's not the end of the world since we can still draw 7 or 14, but it could be worth it. What is their graveyard hate gonna be like? Probably Bojuka, like crop rotation for Bojuka Bog. Is anybody up to date? What is Lance playing these days as additional graveyard hate? Wasteland could be annoying.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on their sideboards, but yeah.
I would guess we just try to kill them as quickly as possible. Endurances, yeah, endurances, that's a good one. How do we beat endurance? I guess we just need more discard, so we probably shouldn't take out discard because it hits both crop rotation and endurance. Maybe we take out a Dark Depth. Oh yeah, we probably take out a Dark Depth. We can still Thespian stage their Dark Depth, which is gonna be funny. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen, but we could try. Maybe a Living Wish, because the games probably don't go that long. But if you think the games don't really go that long, maybe we take out another Dark Depth. That's that crazy. Like, the more that I think about it, the more I think we are probably not getting there with Dark Depth, because they make so many land drops and have like Loam and Wasteland and stuff. Maybe just try that. We get a Gravestone. Probably not.
Yeah, I would just go for the fastest, like, Griselbrand combo.
Yeah, Slot is mentioning Spheres as well. Spheres could be annoying. That's why we just want to do it on the first turn.
Let's just win it instantly.
Yeah.
It's not so hard to ask.
Thus far, we've won every single game one. I guess we have to ship this, right? This is not doing anything.
Yeah.
This one, oh, do we have a lot of mana? Did we, oh, yeah, actually, so the first time we're gonna have 5 mana, we put back the Unmask, we Thought Seize them, we Entomb Exhume them. This is probably like the best.
I like this.
Yeah, one of the best 6s we can actually have. Okay, let's see what they are up to. They kept a 7 as well. That's good. Thespian Stage Pass is really good for... Well, never mind. Oh, how do we beat this, man? The game got slightly more difficult. We'll figure it out, I guess. First of all, we're gonna Thought Seize them and see what we can do here. Probably not taking the Loam, probably not taking... Oh, dude, this is annoying. I guess we have to take this.
They had to have Cage. They had to have Cage.
Yeah. we could have like managed to play around most of the stuff they can have, but Cage, yeah, that's too hard. Ghost Quarter plus Crucible is probably also quite annoying for us in the long run, but they have no green mana, by the way. Their hand like is not that great actually. Maybe we should even take the Crucible, because otherwise they can set up a thing where they like play these 3 lands, then Crucible, then Ghost Quarter themselves for a green source. Like that's already thinking quite deep into it. It's just the game is probably gonna go really long because we don't have anything we can do. So maybe we
would take the Crucible.
Okay. I was thinking maybe our best bet is for them to not draw green naturally, but yeah. Oh, how do we beat this? You know what would be sweet? Living Wish into Hardcast Grave Titan. Oh, dude, they found green. Oh, they found everything. Yeah, we got 2 snow-covered swamps that we are gonna use. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are pretty close to Mr. Grizzlebrand. The thing is, we're gonna lose this one now, so we literally need to find another Dark Ritual next turn. If we can actually find Dark Ritual next turn, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. Maybe we should even Entomb and put something away that we don't want to draw. What do we not want to draw? We don't want to draw another Grizzlebrand, I guess. So might as well put it into the graveyard. Okay, come on. Third Dark Ritual. Needle. Needle doesn't really do anything for us here. I guess, you know what? We can actually name Ghost Quarter. So at least we get to keep our land. And that way we can eventually hardcast Grizzlebrand.
Or what if we... Yeah, Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, Ghost Quarter at this point is a strip mine now. That's the big thing. And they have... Otherwise they have strip mine Loam going. X-Mage. Yes, we can cast that, but then we probably shouldn't cast that. Because then we really lose any kind of hope of ever casting Grizzlebrand. And it doesn't really do much for us. Interestingly, you can use this to reset the saga to 0. But that's not really a good use. Hey, Trial Legacy Hype, thank you. Greetings to Northern Germany. Okay, so we found our green mana, I guess. Alright, still doesn't do anything. Oh, and it also isn't really doing much. I guess they got the saga, that's good enough. How much are they gonna hit us for? Like 5 next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're gonna hit us for 5 next turn. They're still trying to figure out how this works. Oh, they want a crop rotation. Okay. Oh, I guess we're dead then. They're not hitting us for 5, they're hitting us for 20. Slightly better than 5.
Slightly better.
Okay. So for the last game, I guess we just have to get something good on the first turn. We really have to. We gotta have something good on the first turn.
And they can't have Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah. Let's try to avoid.
If it wasn't for that, we would have gotten it.
We've totally gotten there. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know how many cages they play. Maybe they just like play a one-off cage. I don't know. Actually, you know what? They probably play a one-off cage. So I wouldn't even worry too much about it because, like, I would think they play a one-off cage because they have Saga and they want to get it off the Saga and they just happen to have it there. So it's not even something I want to worry too much about. Like, we could, like, if we knew they had 4 cages or something, we would bring in, like, Dark Depth and Thespian Stage to play around it that way. But we already have 2 different plans. One of them is they don't draw it, and the other one is we just get something on the first turn. And this
I like the plan where they don't draw it.
And
can we play that way?
Yeah, we were served the other one. That's the one where we have it on the first turn. I think that's also playable. I guess we just gotta hope they don't have endurance. Actually, we can we play around endurance? No, we can't double Shallow Grave, right? We don't have enough mana for that. So let's see. Where is it? Mr. Griselbrand. Shallow. Okay, that was easy. Let's see what we can do now. So this is where you tell me what we do. I guess we draw. Oh yeah, we have Trent. Oh my god, we have so much stuff. So I guess we're looking for children.
Yeah, children in a pedal, and we basically have it.
What do we actually do? Like when you have cards in your library that are not a multiple of 7. Oh, you first get the hex match, the laboratory.
A lab maniac.
Yeah. It's not Oracle. You don't need to hit Xyz or something. You're right. Another 7. Dude, this is so much fun. I want to keep.
And then at
this.
some point we might want to play an LED if before we draw more, just in case we don't have what we need and we can.
Oh, yeah,
but I think at this point there's like no way we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna whiff.
Okay. More mana for the mana gods. So we get children now of Wish. Or I guess we could entomb, exhume it. Maybe that's better. Because it doesn't use our non-black mana. We want to spend our black mana, I guess. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I would just entomb, exhume.
There they are. Children are about to be sacrificed. Oh, let's gain all the life. Okay, so use actually should we thought, you know what, we can just like thought seize them, and I think they conceded, did they? Yeah, it feels like they conceded. I can't click cards anymore. Or maybe I'm not allowed to cast spells. No, they conceded. Oh. We got
yeah, that's too much. Gotta love the turn 1.
That was the plan, and the plan worked. We never found out what the opponent had, what they were trying to do. We're
just gonna assume they never drew cage.
Maybe they had 10 cages in hand, and we were like, we don't care. You might have 17, you might have 60 cages in your entire deck. Actually, that would help us quite a bit. Because then they couldn't win. Oh, I love the power. I love the power.
Feels good.
How did you go last time you played this in paper?
How did I go?
Yeah.
I don't even remember how I did this in one of our online tournaments during COVID, like early on in COVID. It's actually probably been a good like 6 months, I think, since I played this, and it does well. I just play against a lot of Swords to Plowshares decks, so that kind of makes it a little bit rougher. But I think I ended up like 3-2.
Okay.
or 2-2.
And speaking of winning and stuff, I played a lot with my nieces, my 2 little nieces this week. They are 2 and 4, And one of them, the younger one, she comes up to me after a game and she's like, "You lost, I won. You lost, I won. You lost, I won." I'm like, okay. And then later on, I catch her talking to her sister and she's like, "By the way, what does it actually mean to win?" what does winning do? And then the 4-year-old tries to explain what it means to win, and it's so funny. It's they're so cute together.
It means you get all the prizes.
Oh, awesome! What's a prize?
I don't know. Cheeseburger?
She's like, "Well, it depends. Did you split the finals or did you not?" So the opponent was last seen 19 days ago playing Oops All Spells. Is there anything crazy we can do with Living Wish? And actually, we can't cast LED on the first turn. Is there anything that sticks out to you that we can do here? Like, if this is actually Oops All Spells, then Thoughtseize on the first turn isn't horrible. We could also mulligan and try to find something else.
I don't hate just running this.
Me neither,
I'm not,
right?
like, super familiar with Oops All Spells and how fast they are. So I'm going to kind of defer to you on...
Well, they are very fast. Like, if they keep...
against them.
If they keep a hand, it's probably gonna be a kill. So we either have disruption the first turn and then something to follow it up, or we have our first turn brokenness. The thing is, we have disruption the first turn, but I'm not sure we have something to follow it up with. Like, what are we gonna do afterwards? Like, we have the very slow Dark Depth thing where we get like Dark Depth and Hexmage, or even like use LED with Thespian Stage. So. Yeah, we can actually.
I don't really like our game plan other than the fact that we have, disruption and. I think we're still like 2 draws away.
Yeah, we don't really need draws.
Let's mulligan.
We could have made Marut Large on turn 3, I believe. I'm just thinking maybe we need something better. Okay, we're down to 5 now. At least we have some mana to work with now. So if we go down to 5, we could like send this away, and actually we'll send the second wish away maybe, and then we have some mana on the first turn, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we cast this. The thing is, oh no, we can't get Gravestone. If you could get Gravestone the first game, they probably couldn't win. This is tricky. We might need to go to 4 because this hand is just Living Wishes aren't.
Yeah, this hand's not really doing anything.
Let's go to 4. Okay, this is playable, at least in the sense that we can attack their hand, I guess. So what if we send this away, and sending another land away? I guess we sent Grizzlebrand away. It doesn't really do too much.
Yeah.
Okay. But at least if they are actually gonna oops, they are not gonna expect the what's it called, gravestones. Oh, it actually is oops.
So what is their win con? Because I really don't know much about Oops All Spells.
So the way it works for them, they either cast Balustrade Spy or Undercity Informer, which is gonna mill their entire deck. It's gonna put everything into the graveyard. Then they're gonna have Necromubas that come into play, and they can sacrifice those Necromubas to Dread Return, and that's gonna get Oracle. The Oracle.
Oh.
Actually, I'm blanking on the full name, but the Oracle, the Doomsday Oracle.
Oracle at Delphi.
What's it called? Oracle?
I'm just kidding. Thassa's Oracle.
Okay, Thassa's Oracle.
I was thinking Oracle at Delphi.
Oh, the one in Greece? Yeah. That's a strong second choice. So yeah, that's what they're gonna do. So this is actually a land. Funny enough, this is a land that you can discard with Thoughtseize. Actually, should we do that? Let's figure it out. So they got 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana. So even if we take the lands, they still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they still got enough. I guess we have to take the Balustrade Spy.
Because that's their biggest like enabler to it all, huh?
Yeah. That's the one card they want to cast. And now they have like 7 more copies of it basically in the deck, but they need to naturally draw it. There's not too much they can really do without drawing it.
I think I actually did play against this deck during that tournament I was telling you about with the the local store that had all the dual land prizes last week, and I was playing this deck actually, the Ice Station Zebra. I think I played the against this deck in my round 1.
Oh.
I just didn't realize that's what it was called.
Okay, guess they found something. Narasuri is saying they have packed. Yeah, but the pack can only get something green. Wait, how did they get this? Oh my god, this is so smart. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this. Oh, this is so smart. Dude, I totally forgot about this. Did you just see what happened? You just see. Oh my god, this is oh my god, I'm never gonna make that mistake ever in my life again. I swear. But this is oh my god. I guess we couldn't have stopped that either way, no? So they hard cast Dread Return, something I didn't even think about. But they had 4 mana, so we discarded their Balustrade Spy, which allowed them to hard cast Dread Return on the Balustrade Spy to get it back from the graveyard. Like, of course. I mean, it's a 4-mana reanimate. It's Zombify, but I didn't even think about it.
Should we have taken their pedal?
I was thinking about taking the pedal. The thing is, they can still get black mana if they play a Wild Cantor, even though that's -1 mana, I guess. Actually, it's not -1. Yeah, they have Wild Cantor. So they could have used... Oh, I'm trying to remember the hand now. So they had green mana here. So they can pact for Wild Cantor, then get the Wild Cantor to play, and that makes black mana. And then they're gonna have Lotus Petal, Cable Ritual, that makes 3 mana. So yeah. If they have to go through Wild Cantor, that's -1 mana because they can't use the pact for every Spirit Guide, yeah. So if you had actually taken the LED, at least they would have needed to pass the turn, but any mana source would have done it for them. But yeah, if we wanted to, like if we didn't want to put us dead on board like I did, we should have probably taken the Petal. Or even like any other 1 mana source. Actually, no, the Petal, because it's the only black mana source, yeah.
The one thing I don't get is why they chose that art for Dark Ritual.
Yeah, see, we are way superior in our selection of artworks. You know,
you need the alpha print.
Yeah, the thing is, like, we are kind of like old money billionaires. We have taste and art. We get the alpha
we have
print.
Class.
Yeah, and they just like they won the lottery, and they're like, ooh, let's collect all the art in the world, everything, and they're probably like getting really ripped off on all the prices, but they don't care.
They don't care because they're billionaires.
Exactly. So the Gravestone is probably going to be good because it's not going to allow them to Dread Return. And then let's see. Like technically the Pithing Needles shut off they shut off, I think the Undercity Informer is the one that gets shut off. I usually like bringing in something like Needles against the stack. Just trying to figure out whether it's worth it, especially when you're on the play. I think when you're on the play, it's not worth it. Like, definitely not worth it. And then... how is this gonna work? Maybe another Dark Depth. Maybe a Living Wish. Oh yeah, and the Burial Rites needs to go. There's 11 Dark Ritual Arts now. Okay, chat. Other than basic lands, which Magic cards have the most different artworks associated with them? Guess this works. Like, all of this is like rather slow that we took out, or it doesn't even straight up work once you have Gravestones. Let's try this. Is Dark Ritual the card that has the most different artworks?
Let's find out. I'm gonna see how many they have. Scryfall.
Stone Rain has 13 printings. Okay. It's funny enough because Wizards hate Stone Rain, right? And they haven't printed it in like a standard legal set in forever. But yeah, Stone Rain, I remember I think that they also have like tons of different ones and like all the starter sets, Portal of 3 Kingdoms and everything. This one goes back. Yeah. And
43. 43 prints for Dark Ritual.
Are you kidding me? No, that can't be it. Somebody mentioned 11, but 43? I can't imagine that.
I mean, I just counted everything on Scryfall for view all prints.
Oh, but that would basically count Alpha, Beta, and Unlimited as like different versions, even though they have the same artwork. It's I don't know how you would
different
actually
arts.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
different art. I thought you meant different prints. Okay, yeah, then that reduces it by a lot.
Our hand is not great, but the opponents... Oh, they start with 7 cards in hand, so that doesn't make it easier for us. You know what? Maybe we just... At this point, we are not even a combo deck. We just try to find our gravestone and get it down. Because, yeah, we can keep this hand and Thoughtseize and try to get to our turn 2, but then we are really not doing anything on turn 2. I don't mind, like, trying to find gravestone. Or the Giga Broken hand. Is this Giga Broken? Not really. Down to 3.
Yeah, it's about 13 or 14.
Dude, this is not looking good. We still couldn't find gravestone. Come on. Oh, we're down to 2 cards now. Like, even if you go down to 1 card, that's still not doing it. Because then we can't cast it. So if we keep this... Dude, who are we kidding? Maybe we go down to 1 and try to find a gravestone. Yeah. I think this is our best course of action. We pass, we hope they don't have it, and then we draw a land. The gods weren't kind to us. We got a lot of crappy hands.
They're laughing inside.
They have Leyline. Opponent said they misclicked the keep. Oh my god, they have a horrible hand too. Oh god, what is this? Dude, can you imagine
That's funny.
if we had
What?
This could be the most awkward game of Magic ever. Oh, and we found the Lotus Pad, we might actually win now.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, dude.
This is stupid funny.
They might just concede here. Who knows? Maybe they just don't want to give it away. But there's still like one thing they can do. They can cast creatures and attack us. And I mean, right now we're pretty vulnerable to that. This is so stupid.
Wow.
Okay.
Best game ever.
All the
Petal
Leylines.
Silent Gravestone Hellbent. Do your worst.
Apparently Stone Rain just got another printing. Now it's at 15. Chilius is mentioning that. Okay, so what's gonna happen? I think they actually might just like get creatures down and kill us. Okay, we can almost cast our hand. I guess they did this so they didn't have to discard, I would guess. Well, they were at 7 actually, so they could have waited a turn. Axiom, okay. This is the kind of gameplay you tune in for, right? Right? This is what you get on the stream. This is what we do. We just pass and pass and pass. And then eventually somebody's gonna get a limited card down. Ooh, a land.
But we have first strike.
And we have another gravestone. They're never gonna get there. By the way, they can also use this to get their creatures from the graveyard. Well, I mean, I guess not in this game. And it also return from the graveyard to the battlefield, yeah. So this one is more like 7. Oh my god. We got played, or at least I got played because I played the second gravestone. But I guess on the other hand, this one would have destroyed one of them. But maybe that hand still sucks, who knows? But if they play this untapped, then we are certainly in trouble. Let me try to exhume one of the gravestones. Let's get the gravestones back. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna win now, but I guess we gotta find another gravestone. Well, they're gonna have, yeah, Siemens Brigade, so they're not even passing. Okay, we got destroyed.
This is where we cast our Gothian Worm.
A Gothian Worm, the one where they can sack a land to put it back on top of our library.
I remember back in the day that I wanted to make a land destruction deck with that, and now that we're talking about Stone Rain, I really wanted to make a Taiga, a blue, green-red land destruction deck with that.
I mean, it kind of exists, right? I mean, it existed back then, but now it exists in modern Ponza. Basically, that's the whole idea.
Did they play that?
They don't cast a Gothian Worm now.
Oh.
They use stuff like Munwudi Acid Moss, the rampant growth that also destroys a land on the other side for 4 mana altogether.
Hmm.
And it's like playable. I think it also plays like Blood Moon and stuff, and some big creatures. I've always liked that deck.
I have no knowledge of the modern meta.
Yeah,
I've never even played a modern game.
Yeah, it's more like a general thing. Like Ponza, as a concept, that's basically what you described, right? You have some like mid-sized big creatures, and you play a ton of land destruction. It plays Ragavan and Moonveil Regent. Now, I have no idea what Moonveil Regent is. Actually, let me... We got our smart things here in chat. We can just like type Moonveil Regent, but now something is blocking my view. Oh well. It's gone and is blocking my view, and it doesn't like it. Oops, I pressed the wrong one. We didn't get a win. We got a loss. How do I reset a win? Guess I keep pressing this. Okay, now it goes down to here, and because I got my smart thingies here to add and subtract wins and losses. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got destroyed. Thalia apparently has 9 printings, or like 9 distinct artworks. I have no idea. Also, by the way, can somebody figure out? Can you see this? This is a trophy race right now. This guy, SDTCB, Senses Divining Top Counterbalance. What are they playing? I think I've actually seen them on a stream somewhere. I think they played some combo deck. Didn't they play some? Does anybody know? Somebody must have played against SDTCB. Senses Divining Top Counterbalance. What are they playing? Because they have 19 trophies, and the second best is like 999877. Oh, they're on Fs? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that I guess that kind of counts as a combo deck. Arts for Guardian of Threat. Oh, okay, so for individual cards, we don't count all the Thalias that exist. How many Thalias do we actually have? I think there's small Thalia and big Thalia. I think one day they're gonna print her as a Planeswalker.
I could see that.
What do you think Thalia would do as a Planeswalker? I think she would have like a static ability that your opponent's non-creature spells cost 1 more. Something like that. Something that's a little bit better than regular Thalia. Oh, well. You got mana, but nothing to do with it. I think we ship it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is playable. So, how's this gonna work? I think we probably Thoughtseize them on the first turn. And I like having the Mox Diamond around. Actually, but we have to put 1 card away. That's gonna make it awkward because now we can't do everything. So this is like a thing. This is a thing. So if we put back a land and then we draw a land, then we can go for the combo turn too. Otherwise we can't. I guess in either case you should put back a land.
Borg?
Which one?
Or Dark Depths? I would side probably with the Urborg.
You would put back the Urborg? Okay, let's try that. I guess, yeah, it helps if you draw a Hexmage. Actually, no, it doesn't help. If you draw Hexmage, it's really bad. Let's figure it out. Overall, the hand is like pretty good. Did you seize when turn 2? No, Tom. We don't do that. We want the protection, you know?
Because if we draw, Dark Ritual...
Oh, goblins?
Amazing.
2 lands. Ringleader we don't care about. Sharpshooter we don't care about. Matron we don't care about. Yeah, it's just wild, right? It's gonna slow them down quite a lot. Okay, and now we just draw a land and we get there. Lunil, this doesn't win turn 2 yet. We're still 1 mana short. We need to draw a land for this to win. Turn 2. One of the easiest things to... Or Dark Ritual, yeah, you're right. Or Lotus Petal. Or a land. Okay. So let's get this one done.
Well, it would win turn 2 probably in the blind, but we wanted to get the Thoughtseize out.
Definitely. Much better to get the protection first. They're like, oh, this is so good. I should play this in my goblin stack. Can you imagine like Shadow Grave and Maxis? Ooh.
I think goblins is a really good matchup for us.
It should be, right? Anybody knows what they're gonna do turn game 2?
They still play Wastelands, right?
Yeah, I would guess.
I think they have Wastelands and Ports.
Woinduzer, yes, this format has a lot of overpowered stuff now. A lot. I mean, Legacy always had, but now it has even more of that. So where are we gonna go with this? I guess we want children. Oh yeah, there are the children. Actually, this is a little awkward, but no, I think it's gonna be fine. Just get the children down. So you said there's sometimes scenarios where you want to crack the LED first before you use the additional draw on the Grizzlebrand, but I think this isn't one of those.
But I
scenarios.
wouldn't do it right now.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we got a lot of usable stuff in our hand. Once we really sack the children the first time, it's kind of GG.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just get everything into play.
Like the main thing that hinges on is really drawing a petal. You know, if we don't have a diamond, we can play. Like as long as we draw a petal and a dark ritual, we can kind of keep going.
Yeah. Funny enough.
Although getting green for the Living Wish is the next thing.
Yeah, if we had all our 4 Living Wishes in hand, that would be really bad right now, right?
But we could always just ritual, entomb, or not
so
entomb.
How do we win if we have if we are in this?
So we got to get the children back. We got to get the children back and draw deeper to find another petal for the Living Wish.
Yeah, but I'm going back to the idea of sucking the LED, so we don't do the LED thing, because that's the one.
Oh.
That's the thing I wanted to mention. Like if that's because that means it's bad if you have 4 Living Wishes in hand if you ever want to crack LED.
Oh yeah.
So we shouldn't do that. And now we
yeah, we can't do that.
Okay, cool. Where's our Axiom? Dude, are you telling me we have no... Oh yeah, there's Axiom. I was a little shocked there for a second. Okay, now we got the children back. And now we draw 7. We hope to find another initial mana source. Ooh, that was close. Oh no, actually it wasn't. There's more. Okay, more of those. And then we do the thing where we get green.
Petal, wish, sack LED on the stack.
I think we don't even need to use sack LED, right?
Well, for 3 blue for the...
I think we already have it. We have another Lotus Petal.
But we need 3 blue for the... Oh yeah, that's true.
And then we're just like, Grizzlebrand, how do you win? We touch the Grizzlebrand, we touch it. One is like, okay, how do you win? And you just like, you put your finger down on Grizzlebrand repeatedly until it wins the game. Oh no,
Just keep touching it.
I'm so bad with my announcements here. I just triggered the thing that we won the match, but we haven't won the match. We only won the game. So I have to reset.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I have to reset the wins again. I think you do it this way.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Sure.
Be right back.
So how do we but actually we can't really move anything like Leyline, right? This is goblins. We can't really interact with what they have if they have like permanent based stuff. I won the match in your hearts. Well, I hope I'm also gonna win the match in the Magic Online engine network, whatever. Yeah, Tom, I was thinking about Emrakul. That's something you would do in Tinfins, right? Where you like if somehow you wanted to reshuffle and make more mana, you could just like get. You could even like cast Emrakul and then sack it to Cable Therapy. I mean that exiles the Cable Therapy. That's not as sustainable, I guess. Does nobody know which kind of graveyard hates goblins plays these days? Because I'm totally lost on that. Probably, maybe even Cage. Could be Cage. Oh, hiccup. I could actually see not sideboarding at all here. Cage stops Muxus. Oh, that's a good point. So probably Leyline, like we can't really do anything about it. I think we're just gonna ship it like this.
I'm back.
Awesome. We just concluded they probably don't have Cage, because Cage is really bad with Muxus. It just turns it into like, how much mana is Muxus? 6 mana. I mean, Muxus is still good, even if it didn't have the triggered ability. I mean, it would still be like reasonably big and like pump. But yeah, people wouldn't play it.
So we didn't even board anything?
No. Like the most likely
kind
thing
of don't need to.
Yeah, well, we will see. Let's see which kind of hate they're gonna have. But yeah, if they have ley lines, which is right now the most likely thing, like either ley lines or I guess Fairy Macabre Surgicals, that's always like the 3 you pick from when you don't want to pay mana for it.
Like maybe Silent Gravestones would be good, but we'll see if we get to a game 3.
Silent Gravestones, yeah, exactly, right. If we see, like, if it gets to game 3, we probably saw which kind of hate they have, unless our deck lets us down. Needle,
Or
I could see Needle.
I meant Needle for like Wasteland, but I think if we do the Entomb route, then we don't really need it.
Yeah, like I don't hate Needle. Needle also like shuts down Fairy Macabre, even though people don't really have that anymore all that much. If it's just for Wasteland and while I don't like it. Oh, dude, this is really good, right? Oh. I think we just run with this.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay, opponent's down to 5 cards. But yeah, if it's Leyline, then weirdly enough, I could see Needle actually being a thing, because then shutting off Wasteland and Vile is a lot better, because then we really need to rely a lot more on casting our stuff, or maybe, you know, getting Marred Large. So yeah, if they have Leyline, I could very well see bringing in Needle. Gravestone also hoses Fairy. It should, right? Yeah. Okay, no Leyline. Opponent kept a 6. Oh, they kept a 5. Lucky. Lucky is good. Come on, Dark Ritual. Oh, Brock. So much mana. We get 2 mana. Guess it makes sense to Thoughtseize them here, right?
Yeah, I would swamp Thoughtseize.
And then we take whatever broken thing Lucky can put into play. Probably Matron. I mean, Piledriver kills reasonably quickly, but it's still slow after all. I guess next turn they're gonna port us. So we definitely wanna use Mox this turn. Oh yeah, port actually doesn't do all that much. Oh. Yeah, they should be pretty dead. Watch them put their own Grizzle. Oh no, you can't. For a second, I was like, Goblin Lucky puts any creature into play when it connects. I was like, oh, they're gonna put Grizzlebrat into play or something. I can feel it.
Search your opponent's deck and put any creature into play.
You know, give it a couple more years and Wizards might come up. Our research has shown that people are excited about searching their opponent's deck, so we implemented this new card. It's called Uber Bribery. Or something.
Leyline of Grizzlebrand.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna pen that letter to Wizards later on. Leyline of Grizzlebrand, that's the next step. Let's do it.
Could you imagine the meta?
Yeah, you can just like start by drawing 7 cards. Or 14 even. Easy game. Okay, this is the part that's supposed to be easy that always still makes me, is this really gonna work? It probably is. Oh, we even have a land drop now, so I guess that makes it a lot easier. Just find the children. More LEDs. Opponent already have 6. That's good. Very good. Let's get more black mana. Black mana. Black mana. Guess we can do it like this. Children of Corliss. Exhume the children. Exhume the children. Opponent gets to search for
Exhume
something.
the children. Sounds like a t-shirt.
Leyland
or
of
a bumper
Narset, I would
sticker.
very much be down with Leyland of Narset. Dude, when I went to China, and speaking of like t-shirts with weird stuff written on it, when I went to China, there was a guy and he had a t-shirt and he wanted to show it to me. It's actually on my website on it's Julian.com. I think it was from the first or second, I think the first trip. And he shows it to me and the t-shirt reads, "Fuck Daddy Fuck."
Fuck daddy fuck.
Yeah. And like James explained it to me, and I think it's like a play on words in Chinese. But when you translate it into English, it's yeah, you can translate it as "fuck daddy fuck," but that's not really what it means. But technically, you can translate it that way. So here's a T-shirt that reads "fuck daddy fuck."
Sports in high school, and we'd go to our tournaments, and we'd drive with the bus, and there'd be a place called Phuket Thai, but it'd be Phuket Thai. So we'd all chant "fuck it Thai, fuck it Thai."
Oh, like the Phuket. That's the one on. It's not on Java. It's on Sumatra, right? No, it's not. It's on Sumatra. Oh no, it's not on Sumatra. It's an island on itself. Or is it? I don't remember.
Phuket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a restaurant, and we'd all chant "fuck it Thai, fuck it Thai."
A friend of mine actually went there when there was the big tsunami in 2004, and apparently like it happened while she was in the air. Well, I guess friend is pushing it. She was like somebody I went to school with, so I don't want to associate it. But yeah, and then she landed, and of course there was the big tsunami, right? And like thousands of people died, and she was so pissed that their hotel wasn't ready. Like even after she
really?
came back, even like I can at least see it if you're like really stupid and you have no idea what's going on, you're pissed in the first place, whatever. But even after she came back and she learned about what happened, she was so pissed that like the replacement hotel she got was only 3 stars as opposed to the 4-star hotel. And you're like, she's telling you that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and she's like looking for your, I don't know, support and like, oh, that's so shitty. Why would they only give you the 3-star hotel?
She's going on and raiding their hotel.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, this is like one of the biggest natural catastrophes in like the history of mankind, or at least of our civilization or something. And like so many people died. And she was like, yeah, but they could have at least given us the 4-star hotel because my boyfriend, he booked the 4-star hotel, and we only. I'm like, oh god. And
we didn't get our prime rib.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it sucks that your hotel, like that your holiday wasn't as you expected it to be, but there's literally nothing you can do to fix it, considering what happened. And like,
yeah, and people are dying.
The word you're looking for is like decency or something. I don't know. Anyway, so is this gonna be a 3 and 2, or is it gonna be the 2 and 3?
We shall see.
Oh my god! That, by the way, I'm reading chat now. There's a store in Michigan called Das Gift House, and like that means the house of poison. But yeah, but I mean, most people probably know that American or like English gift in German, if you take that word, it means poison. So if you give somebody gift for their birthday, you give them poison. So if something is called a gift house, it's a poison, a house of poison.
That's like a 180.
Very much.
Doomsday, hey?
So if you want to have like rat poison in German, you look for a rat gift. So I'm always like trying to like, this is so many different combo lines in one without actually producing anything that could work for us. So I guess we send it back. By the way,
well, if they're on Doomsday,
are they on Doomsday? Okay, because I've known them to be on Cloudpost. I think it also mentions in chat that it's Cloudpost. They were last seen playing Cloudpost, so I would very much think they're on Cloudpost. And I think their last big finish also was on Cloudpost, but I mean, if Hackbart says Tony's on Doomsday, I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, this hand has a lot going for it. It's kind of hard to ship it back because it has so much potential.
Yeah, especially with the Dark Ritual, right? So,
I'd probably keep it. I'd hate to get a 6 that flubs and then go down to 5.
The thing is, chat is saying Tony has really tried, like, everybody's backing up the Doomsday idea, so in this end is like rather baddish against Doomsday.
Okay, let's ship it.
I think this is more playable. We actually probably sent back the Mox here. Yeah, we probably we thought them, and then we figure out whether we also want to do something else. Mox doesn't really do much. Watch them be on Cloud Post now. I guess if they're on Cloud Post, that's still okay. Okay, that actually is Doomsday. Double consider Doomsday, Personal Tutor, Wonder, Thoughtseize. I guess we could just take Doomsday, even though, yeah. Kind of want to take the Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I would take the Doomsday.
Yeah. So what if we probably don't unmask? Yeah, so they unmask us, they probably take the Living Wish, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Well, I do care if they seize us. Living Wishes are our only business right now. And I'm going to see Thoughtseize. Watch them play like a random reanimate. The Grizzlebrand reanimate easy game. But there's been like scenarios that I've seen where you actually could play reanimate or rather XU. What's the one for that has cycling that gets something with mana cost like 3 or less from your graveyard into play? Not Exhume. Chat, help me out. The one black Unearth. That's the one. I've seen Unearth to get around, for example, like a Meddling Mage on Oracle. So you could like discard the Oracle in the pile and then you unearth it. That was like pretty cute.
Goblin actually made a good point. I didn't even realize they had a Personal Tutor in hand.
Yeah, it makes sense because it takes another turn. That's basically the idea. Because everything else doesn't make sense as well. Like if we take Ponder or Consider, that does nothing. At least this way, it takes another turn for them. Guess we play the... actually, it doesn't really matter which one we play first. Yeah, we play Dark Depth now. Just surgical them. Easy, you know? Easy. The Unearth pile was also cheaper. You predict Oracle, you draw Petal and Unearth. That's cute. I like that. Opponent did shuffle. Street Wraith. So at this point, so what do they still have? So the Ponder is gone, so they have like 2 Consider, 2 Personal Tutor, and X. I think at this point it makes sense to just like do this, especially since we have another like Grizzlebrand. Like you can't make a case for doing this on ourselves. Ugh. Dude. I don't want to take the Personal Tutor, I don't want to take the Consider, I don't want to take the Edge. I guess we take the Edge. Maybe it's gonna... It's just so bad. Maybe it's gonna make it so that they're gonna be short on 1 mana. Oops. Actually,
yeah, that's rough.
They're probably like super dead here. So what's the best we can draw here?
If we get a Hex Mage.
Hex Mage.
And they have one turn to win.
So we get Hex Mage. They're probably gonna like... Actually, they still need more black. They need Dark Ritual as well, or maybe a red black source. Maybe they found a black source now, but then they still need more mana to draw into the pile. So ideally, they'd want to like Personal Tutor for Doomsday and Dark Ritual, but they can only ever do once unless they have like a Cycler. Actually, the Cycler helped us quite a bit. Well, this would be nice if Grizzlebrand wasn't in the yard. Actually, we didn't even check what they got. Wait, they got Pond off personal tutor? Okay, cool. I would have guessed they would either take, like, they might already have Doomsday then. Or you know what?
I was kind of thinking with that last unmasked that we should have just taken out our Grizzlebrand.
Yeah, but I think we might actually be dead then. Like, seeing how this game played out thus far with them actually finding Ponder, maybe they're trying to play a really defensive game. Maybe they're like really trying like to find a force of will and pitch and everything. So I guess we just go for it here.
Should we just go for it? Yeah.
I mean, we do run into days, but I think it's worth it. Feels like hardcast days. Yeah. Okay. So we gotta draw another one of those. So we got how many? We got like 4 Entombs and 3 Shallow Graves or something left. Interestingly, if they ever go for a past the turn pile, they go down to what? Like they lose 7.5, so they lose 8 life. They go to 7. If they go for a past the turn pile and we draw another Shallow Grave, we can actually kill them on the spot. The Doomsday, okay, down to 7. So 2 cards in hand after Doomsday and 1 mana floating. I think actually so let's say it's the last card. The card you want is Brainstorm, right? So you brainstorm into like a Cycler LED. Then you play the LED, you cycle, you have 3 mana, then you're like 4 cards left in the library or something. Or 3 actually. I think you can do it. Or does Consider also do it? Maybe Consider does it as well. So where do we go from here? Oh, there must be Deep Analysis in the deck, but that's still... Okay. Oh yeah, and then you have to... Yeah, okay. Then we get Oracled. Okay. Let's try again.
Yeah, I think we should have unmasked ourselves, because if we had our Grizzlebrand when we got that Shallow Grave, that would have probably been...
Yeah, sure. But would you do you think we would have survived if we had done that? I mean, I was saying it as I did that, but I also think if we don't do it and we give them like the free cycler, we might have been dead. So, I don't know.
True.
So, I guess Gravestone does nothing. Needle also really... Needle does so little, it's probably not even worth it. Anything we actually want in the deck that we don't... Like, Living Wish is rather slowish. On the other hand, there's not much we really want in the deck anyways that we could, like, bring in. I guess we just submitted this.
Yeah, I would just keep it as is.
Let's submit. Doomsday is tricky, like, in the sense they have control elements, and they might have even more forces, or rather, like, pacts, but they probably won't bring in pacts. Who knows? But they can, like, we also have to, like, always constantly think about how quickly can they kill us? Like, what can they do if we give them another turn? Whereas, like, if you play against, like, proper control decks, usually it's okay to give them another turn unless they have something, like, really big important that they could do. But in Doomsday, you always have to, like...
You gotta fear the Reaper.
Yeah, and so do they. Like, they also fear the Reaper, right? Because when they did their first personal tutor and they actually got Ponder, that really made me feel that they're like in defense mode in their head. Like they really want to defend as opposed to like getting a Doomsday going. And that they also gotta figure that out. Did they splash a color? I think we haven't seen red yet. Like sometimes people splash red, and actually it's pretty common to splash red in Doomsday, but it's also just as common to just go straight up blue-black. Dimir.
Dimir. That's such a serious name.
Yeah.
Dimir.
So this is good. This is just like 1 black. This is awkward. How do we play this?
I mean, I would keep it and just go for it, but
without unmask. I mean, I can see it. That's basically what we're probably like doing, right?
it maybe wait a turn and hope to draw a black card.
Hmm.
Can they win turn 1?
No. I mean, technically, maybe involving like tons of cyclers. I guess, yeah, but let's just ignore that. Even turn 2. Like, turn 2 is like, they can do very well. But I would totally ignore their potential to win turn 1. Like, the thing is, they usually play like 4 forces, 4 days. Well, days doesn't matter if we go for it here, right? But they usually play like 4 forces. And then either like Force of Negation, or sometimes even like Force of Negation and Pact of Negation. But Pact they probably wouldn't bring in. But we might be up against 8 forces. On the other hand, is Unmask really gonna do that much? Like, what are we gonna do with the Unmask? I guess we could like do this. But in either case, we need to draw a land. So if you want to all in it, I'm always down for all inning it here.
I would rather all in it.
Okay, let's do that. I'm actually gonna lead on the LED. Maybe there, you know, something crazy happens and they fight over the LED. They have 5% to get turn 1. I would even think that it might even be lower, but not that much lower. How many cyclers do you need? Like, you need land, Dark Ritual, Doomsday, and then a bunch of cyclers. Does 2 cyclers do it?
I think we have, like, from my math, we have 26 or so black cards minus the ones we have in hand. So if we draw another black card and can unmask before we go for it, or you just want to go for it now?
Oh, I thought you said we were going all in.
Okay, yeah, let's just do it. Let's
Okay.
just do it. Yeah, I was thinking we would wait a turn, but I'm cool doing it too.
Okay, so we got this here. So yeah, we could technically wait. No, actually we have the mana floating now. We should totally do it. I mean, this is where they have to force now. And they got the force. Force picked. Okay, so they actually brought Impact of Negation. That's probably the best use that they have for Pact in this matchup. Sky's the Limit is also making a good point. If we pass the turn, it's actually really bad for us if they have a Thoughtseize, because then we get totally destroyed.
True.
Here, I think we just wait, right? The Axiom is too good to pitch to Unmask.
Yeah.
The deck is so good though, because now they can also like they can't daze the Axiom because we can actually pay with LED. Interestingly, we actually need to float the mana before we let the day. Like, usually you can let a daze resolve and then pay for the daze during the resolution of the daze. Whereas this has this awkward clause that you can only activate it as an instant. So even though it's a mana source, you can't activate it during the resolution of a daze. Which I'm not even sure if that's coded into Magic Online, but it might be. Okay, so they got Doomsday on top now. They have a lot of mana and they have Doomsday coming up, so the Unmask isn't doing much. The thing is, Vampire Hexmage also is almost gonna do nothing at all. So I think it's better to go for it here. You could make a case for waiting, I guess. Okay. Well. So if they Doomsday next turn, which they're probably gonna do, no matter what we do, then they have to pass and then we lose. Even if we take the Dark Ritual, right? Like, the way I see it, in like most cases, won't matter at all what we take. Let's do this.
Yeah, I would probably take the force.
Yeah.
And if they don't win next turn and we draw, like Shallow Grave.
We already know that they don't win next turn.
Or Shallow Grave doesn't do it.
But Shallow Grave would probably do it, right? Oh no, you're right. We need a mana source. That's what we need. But we could like Axiom and then at least draw some cards and then have some kind of interaction. But yeah, they're gonna probably cast Doomsday here and pass the turn. I mean, why wouldn't they cast? They're probably like just thinking about the pile. Okay. Oh, they wanna preserve the Lotus Petal? Okay, that's fair. I think that's actually smarter, because if we do something crazy in our turn, then we can discard it. We could discard the Dark Ritual, even though it really only matters for like brainstorm stuff. Whereas a Lotus Petal we can't attack with. Going 14 with 3 mana floating seems like we can make a hasty Griselbrand. No. How do we do that? How do we get 3 mana floating? Oh, you're saying if we yeah, but it doesn't get haste of the Axiom. So if we draw Shallow Grave, we can't cast it because we don't have the mana. So we need to draw a land, like literally a land that's not Dark Depth. And then we Axiom, we get Griselbrand to play. Then we probably like draw 14 cards. And then ideally we
might be able to get there.
Yeah, ideally pre-combat, then we put another Griselbrand into the graveyard, and then we Shallow Grave still before combat. Then we switch them out. One of them is gonna be like spent. It's gonna, okay, you're going to the bench. You're gonna be replaced by our second Mr. Griselbrand player, and that one can attack then. And that's still not gonna kill them, but we might actually just be able to combo them out then. Did
we board out? Oh no, we didn't board out the Unburial Rites, so we could technically draw an Unburial Rites too.
Or we could draw... No, Entomb would be one short, right? But Unburial Rites would do it, you're right. Ah, we got some outs. This card probably doesn't do... Actually, this card doesn't do it at all. So what is their pile gonna look like? Probably something involving Consider or Brainstorm. Yeah, like you can easily consider some stuff away. And we're just dead next turn. They have 4 mana and a card in hand. Next turn.
This is a very fun deck. I gotta get back into this.
Yeah. I just like that it has the option to sometimes go whoomp. Just like, I don't care what you have like against goblins, right? What we did, it's just like you run over it and it's like, okay, you didn't come prepared. I did. At least I came prepared with my 4 Griselbrands. Or I think we have 3 in the main. Okay, so they figured it out. Kinda. We could now spend like 10 minutes trying to figure out what their pile is, but it doesn't really matter for our decisions here, so might as well just draw the extra card. No! That's not doing it. That's not doing it. I guess we just pass and hope that something crazy happens. Ideas Unbound.
Maybe they have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And they concede.
The internet cuts out. That's Oracle. Yeah, that's good enough. Put a card on top of the library. Oh yeah, they get to kinda scry. Okay.
Caboose says it all. F.
F. F's in chat. F's in chat for Griselbrand.